And now, Mike's thoughts.
Injuries are part of the game. Injuries happens to everybody. Injuries is not a conspiracy theory against your team. It is football. Every year, I hear the same old tired song. My team is hurt. We would be winning if we were healthy. Wait till our guys get back. Stop it! The injury bug doesn't have a favorite color. It only bites on your logo. No, just stop. It hits everyone. Super Bowl contenders, bottom feeders, rookies, veteran stars, backup coaches, favorites, and now even referees. You guys have never heard of. This league is built on violence. This build is beat on speed and collisions. Bodies break, season change, and that's how it works. Guys, football has been and will always be the next man up. You know who does not care about your link if it is out. The edge rusher is trying to take out your quarterback's head off. You know who doesn't care about your starting corner that is on IR? The NFL doesn't. The offensive coordinator scripting 20 shots right at his replacement. The great organizations accept reality and adjust. They do not spend 3 weeks crying about an injury report. They scout better, they coach better, they develop depth. They find the practice squad guy who has been grinding out in silence, and they'll throw him into the fire. You want us to separate the pretenders from the contenders? Watch what happens when things go wrong. Watch what happens when your team goes down. Now, when it's sunny and everybody's healthy, when the star receiver is out, when the quarterback is playing hurt, when defenses lose their leader, that is when you find out who is built for this. That is when you find out who is really, truly Super Bowl champions. So I don't want to hear we're injured, Buffalo Bills. And as for some unamount excuses anymore. Every team is injured. Every locker room has a trainer full room of dudes taped together. Adapt or get exposed. Next man up or your team will never make the playoffs. It's your choice at the end of the day. Cue that intro. Are you ready for the best damn NFL show on the planet? Man Hour Nation! Rise up.
Yeah, hey, let's go. Hitting that gridiron, we going hard, we running the plays. You know the vibe, only the strong survive. Gotta keep your head in the game. Talking NFL, uncut, straight raw. Steady bringing that sauce. We about to take off. Get it hype, this man, our sport talk. Yeah, from the quarterback to the lineman. Everybody bringing heat. You don't really want to try them. Hey, who gon' win? It's a battle of the giants. This show is the flyest. Nobody can deny it. This is Man Hour. Sport Talk. Man Hour. Sport Talk. What team you reppin'? We keep it interesting. Who caught another down? Who got that interception? This is Man Hour. Sport Talk. Man Hour. Sport Talk. What team you reppin'? We keep it interesting. Who caught another down? Who got that interception?
Let's go. What is up, Man Hour Nation, guys? Welcome to Man Hour NFL Talk, your go-to spot for live, raw, uncut NFL talk. We're so glad you're rolling with us today. But guys, before we jump into today's action, guys, head over to manhourradio.com. That's where you find out the exclusive merchandise, the freshest of the freshest blogs, and everything's happening with the show. So if you're rocking the Man Hour, guys, it is a spot to rep it. Now, make sure you hit the like button, hit the share button, of course, subscribe so you never miss a live interactive show. That is the easiest way to stay tuned in with us if you want the full Man Hour experience. If you want the man, the myth, the legends experience, become a Big Sim Punny, guys. That is our members-only community where you get free entry into the weekly NFL pick'ems, giveaways, inclusive merchandise, and of course, the bonus live streams that only for the Pigskin Punners get. So if you're about the next level access, guys, join the squad today. Remember, this is a live interactive show, so comment down below, drop your thoughts, opinions, and the hottest takes in the comments down below, because I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. But if you guys are in the comments, you will see a pinned comment up there. You will see something that's a little bit of pinned up there. That is our weekly NFL picks. You can click on that link. You can get your picks in and win some $1 bills, y'all. We do a 50% giveaway for first place and 25% giveaway for second place. And then bada bing, bada boom, third place gets free entry into the following week. You do got to get the $2 entry fee if you want to win those $1 bills, y'all. But otherwise, you can play for free. You can play for free and get a little bragging rights. Get a little bragging rights because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Who you get to talk shit with and be on top of the world. But guys, it is Friday edition of Man Hour NFL Talk, and we are going to talk about the one and only Kansas City Chiefs versus Indianapolis Colts, guys. It is a reality check game for these two teams. Guys, let's talk about the Kansas City Chiefs take on the Indianapolis Colts on Sunday. On one side, you have the Colts that are 8-2, the media darling, the new hot thing in the AFC, baby. And then on the other side, you have the Kansas City Chiefs, the recent dynasty. The dynasty is over. The team that was chasing the three-peat that came up short. But the standard is still the conference. The Kansas City Chiefs is still the standard, but you don't want to do it. But people want to know this is a prove-it game for the Kansas City Chiefs. People say this is a prove-it game, a must-win game for the Kansas City Chiefs, but I see it on the other foot. Wait, I see it on the other foot, baby. This is a reality check game for the Indianapolis Colts, for the hype, for everybody crying them as the new kings of the AFC. You got to run to the king now. Now, let's get into what news has popped up this week. Because out of nowhere, bada bing, bada boom, Daniel Jones shows up on the injury report, limited with calf issues. Not on the report Wednesday, and then suddenly there on Thursday, and then lingering on Friday. Now, this is nothing serious, so they say, but calf injuries are serious. At the end of the day, calf injuries affect the quarterback more than you want to really realize, right? Lamar Jackson has missed time with a calf injury. Joe Burrow has missed time with a calf injury. Hell, Brock Purdy has dealt with local issues as well. Daniel Jones has been taking a beating all season long. 12 sacks in just the last 2 games alone. Hits are piling up, and now the calf is barking. Now Daniel Jones's body is barking. Do not baby this injury. It is a big deal. It can change the way he moves, how he escapes, how he throws on the run. But here's where I draw the line. If Daniel Jones suits up on the field on Sunday, if he takes a field, if he is announced as a starter, there are no excuses. Zero excuses coming from the Indianapolis Colts when the Chiefs handle business on Sunday, baby. Because I do not want to hear it. Let me repeat that for the people on the back. I don't want to hear it. His calf was tight. The line has been rough. He took too many hits the last 2 weeks. I don't want to hear it. If he was 100%, if they were healthier, if the bye threw them off rhythm, no, I don't want to hear it. Injuries are part of the game. Next man up is the standard. Every team is banged up going into week 12. Every team is dealing with injuries. Every player is dealing with injuries. So if Jones is too hurt to go, sit him out. Sit him out. You have Anthony Richardson still. You have Riley Leonard still. You still have other quarterbacks on the roster that can potentially step up. If he's fair game. And when the Kansas City Chiefs punch this team in the mouth over and over and over, I want you to give the Kansas City Chiefs correct. Give them some credit. Do not blame it on the calf. Do not blame it on the offensive line. Do not blame it on the Colts. They're just tired. Let's be fair about the Indianapolis Colts. They're not a bad team. They're not a joke. They're 8-2. Almost 70% completion percentage for Daniel Jones. Over 2,600 yards passing. 15 touchdowns to 5 rushing scores. Daniel Jones is the real deal. The production is real. This has been a real season, but there are cracks in the foundation. There are flaws in the Indianapolis Colts. 12 sacks in the last 2 games. Protection issues. Wear and tear on the quarterback. Anthony Richardson got beat up last season. Riley Leonard, the rookie quarterback. 6 snaps for 1 carry and for 1 yard. They legit have no safety net. If they were a true juggernaut, we would be holding our breath over a Thursday injury report. They are a good story. They're a fun headline, but they are not the standard. The Kansas City Chiefs is and will forever be the standard. Guys, the Kansas City Chiefs are still the team to beat. Because when we talk about the Kansas City Chiefs, yes, they are 5-5. Yes, they've dropped 2 straight. Yes, people are asking what is wrong with the Kansas City Chiefs, but this is still Patrick Mahomes. This is still Andy Reid. This is still Arrowhead Stadium. Where are the 4-1s at this season? They're 4-1 at home yet this season, baby. So slow it down. This is a team that has been in every big moment, every playoff situation, every pressure game. They do not get that to repeat last season. Let's just be honest. They didn't get it. They failed to finish that historic run, but that does not erase who they are. They are still the measuring tape in the AFC. They're still every team that circles on the schedule. They are still the group that can flip the season on one Sunday. And that's exactly what they're going to do on Sunday. And this is a perfect spot for them. Back at home, under pressure, against the so-called new powerhouse in the AFC. You guys really think Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid are not going to be licking their chops at that? It's real on Sunday. This game is real simple. Real on real. Kansas City Chiefs, the proven powerhouse, versus the Indianapolis Colts, the overhyped climber. If the Chiefs defense gets after Daniel Jones, if that calf gets tested, if those stars type pound up again, don't tell me because it was all the injury report on Thursday. Don't tell me that the Kansas City Chiefs only won because Daniel Jones is hurt. The Chiefs are the best team in the AFC. The Kansas City Chiefs are the best team in the AFC. Let me repeat that again for the people in the back. The Kansas City Chiefs are the best team in the AFC. The Colts record's nice. They got a good record, but they're not on the Kansas City Chiefs level, baby. Sunday is about passing the torch. It is not about passing the torch. Stop it. It's not about passing the torch. It's about reminding everybody where the torch actually is, in Arrowhead Stadium and Kansas City, Missouri. Daniel Jones having calf injuries is cool. It's real. I get it. It matters, and it is serious. But if he plays, there are no excuses. Matter of fact, if he doesn't play, there are no excuses. The Kansas City Chiefs are still a standard in the AFC. The Colts are a good story with overhyped label. And Sunday is where the gap gets exposed. Kansas City Chiefs the real deal. The Indianapolis Colts not. And this matchup will prove it. 1 o'clock in the afternoon at Arrowhead Stadium. It's going down, baby. But man, our nation, do you think the Colts actually have a real shot to walk into Arrowhead Stadium and beat the Kansas City Chiefs? Or are you with me on this game and the Chiefs remind everybody who runs the AFC? Guys, drop your thoughts in the comments down below. Remember, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. And remember, we are live Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. East Coast time right here at youtube.com. Now, this is a live interactive show, so get in the comments and let me know what's going on. Got Bruins Prods in the chat today says, I'm hurt. Put that up there. Says, I'm hurt. What's up, man? What's up? What's up? What's up? Bruins Prod. Let me fix my screen so I can see. There's a pinned link in the comments down below. Hit that pinned link. It'll take you to a Google Docs game. Get your picks in there, brother. Get your picks in there and see if you can beat the old Buccanator. I'm pretty damn good at my picks. Matter of fact, I'm about 80% this season. 80%, baby. See if you can beat me with some dollar bills, y'all. Win those dollar bills, y'all. Also, there's a poll going on, guys, here over here at youtube.com/manhour. There's a poll. Simply put, who is going to win? Kansas City Chiefs, Indianapolis Colts. Who is going to win? Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Right now, Kansas City Chiefs, 100%. Everybody's picking 100% on the Kansas City Chiefs. But talk about last night's game of the Buffalo Bills. Man, our nation, let's talk about how ugly the Buffalo Bills game was last night. Let's talk about how the predator turned into the prey. Let's talk about how 5 days removed from dropping 6 touchdowns, looking unstoppable, everybody crying Josh Allen again. And then he walks into Houston and gets absolutely mauled. Absolutely gets manhandled. Gets baby back, little bitch. 8 sacks last night. 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and a 23-19 loss that looked way worse than the score actually was. And here's the crazy part. Even after that train wreck, the Bills are still sitting at 80% chance to make the AFC playoffs. Like, what? What? But if their offense plays like that, if their defense plays like that, if their team plays like that, they will not only be a one and done in the playoffs, they are just a 1-1 embarrassed in the playoffs. Guys, the numbers tell the truth because the box score did not sugarcoat this at all. The Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen were bad. 24 for 34, 253 yards, 0 touchdowns, 2 picks, 8 sacks, 12 quarterback hits. This is the former league MVP, getting bounced around like a rookie behind a trash offensive line. The Bills are now 2-7 in Allen's career when he does not have a rushing or a passing touchdown. And you saw why last night. They're not good when Josh Allen plays bad. There's no rhythm. There's no finish. There's no answer against the pressure. And yeah, Allen did take the blame like a true professional that he should. Talking about how he ran into a few sacks, how he needs to throw a ball away, he needs to live for the next down. He's not wrong. But let's not pretend about that he's the only issue. Guys, that offensive line got straight up bullied. That offensive line got straight up manhandled like baby back bitches. Will Anderson, Danielle Hunter, and that Texas front had a field day. From the jump, Josh Allen was running for his life. Some sacks could have been avoided. Most of them, he never had a shot. Let's just be flat out honest about that. He would hit the top of his drop, and then there's a guy in his lap. Left tackle Deion Dawkins said it himself. He probably will not sleep because seeing his quarterback rolling around on the ground over and over and over again, it was brutal. Sean McDermott even said it. When your quarterback gets hit 12 times, that is not the healthiest way to play. That is not a formula for keeping him upright for the rest of the season. That is not football. That is, let's not get our star guy hurt. Now, let me be very, very clear about this. The offensive line was terrible, but Josh Allen was not good either. He missed chances to throw it away. He drifted into pressure. He tried to play hero ball when nothing was there. You could see it. He felt the rush. He got jumpy. He started pressuring. And when Josh Allen presses, you get the ugly version of Josh Allen. Turnovers, hold on the ball too long, trying to make miracles happen instead of playing smart football, live for another play. This was his second game this season with 0 offensive touchdowns. That is not good enough for a Super Bowl team. Not for a guy with his talent. Not for a guy with their expectations. Guys, and here's where it gets a little bit tricky. The Bills are 7-4. They're still in a good spot in the AFC. Still right around 80% chance to make the playoffs. On paper, they are fine. In reality, if they walk into January playing like this on offense, they are done. 1 game out, embarrassed. You cannot bring that offensive line, those protections, those lack of adjustments into a playoff game. Let's just be flat out honest about that. You cannot ask Josh Allen to take 8 sacks, get hit a dozen times, and still be Superman for 4 quarters against top teams like the Kansas City Chiefs. If this version of the Bills show up in the postseason, there will be a quick cameo, not a contender. Guys, the Buffalo Bills are still on pace to make the playoffs like I've been saying. Their record stays contenders. The odds say contender. But last night is who they really are on offense. This is not a threat. They are a prop. Josh Allen getting sacked 8 times, no touchdowns, 2 picks, an offensive line that got bullied, a game plan that never adjusted. They play like that in January. The Bills are 1 and embarrassed. Let me repeat that for the people in the back. 1 and embarrassed. But Man Hour Nation, let me ask you this question. Do you see the Buffalo Bills as a real threat in the AFC, or did last night prove that they're just a playoff team in name only? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. And remember, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Remember, we're live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. East Coast time right here at youtube.com. Now, this is a live interactive show, so comment down below, and let's get into the comments and discuss your thoughts. Bruins Prod says, I did the thing, but I ain't giving my email. I don't want to bet any money. Just enter the game predictions and submit it. Hey, man, you got to do what you got to do. The only reason why we take the email on that Google's Docs form is so I can email the winners. Like, that's what it comes down to. So it's totally your choice. He says he's getting first place. And Drake May. Come on, man. And Bruins Pro says, this is why Drake May is better than Josh Allen. And you need to slow it down, baby. You need to slow it down. As Josh Allen is a very, very good player. As Drake May is catapulting himself into a very, very good player. I'm still taking Josh Allen over Drake May any day of the week. I'm still taking Drake May over Josh Allen any day of the week. Next week, last week, the week after that, last month, this month, the future month, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Give me Josh Allen. Josh Allen is the man, the myth, the legend. Matter of fact, on Josh Allen, on any other team would be a Super Bowl winning quarterback by now. Let's just be honest. Josh Allen on the New England Patriots, on the New York Jets, on the Miami Dolphins, on the Cincinnati Bengals, Baltimore Ravens, Pittsburgh Steelers, Kansas City Chiefs, Houston Texans, Jaguars. The list goes on and on and on. Any AFC, Chargers, Raiders, Broncos. Oh my! Josh Allen wins a Super Bowl with the team as they're constructed. The Buffalo Bills, not so much. The wide receiver room sucks. Gabe Davis, the own shining light, couldn't even get his feet in bounds most of the game. Was it Gabe Davis, the guy that had the blue cleats on? Had an opportunity to get 2-3 really big catches. Couldn't get his big ass feet in bounds. He had one job as a receiver. Keep the feet in bounds, baby. Keep the feet in bounds, baby. And he couldn't do that. And Tyler Helton World says, yo, what's up, Tyler? Looks like Tyler is a Chiefs fan. Better be voting for the Chiefs in the poll down there, man. Better be voting for the Kansas City Chiefs. Let them know. And Bruin says Josh Allen sucks. Josh Allen sucks. And he says, so Josh Allen on the Titans would win the Super Bowl 100%. 100%. This year, as currently constructed, Yes, those Tennessee Titans, the ones with Cam Ward and Tajay Spears and Tony Pollard and Calvin Ridley, right? Yes, those Tennessee Titans this year would not be a one-win team. They would not be 1-9 with Josh Allen. They would have beat the Denver Broncos week 1. They would have beat the Texans week 4. They would have beat the Cardinals, Raiders, Patriots, Colts, Chargers, Texans again. And then they would round out beating the Jaguars, the Browns, the Saints, and the Jaguars yet again. That's a 9-10 win team, baby. Let them in the playoffs. Anything can happen. And with this offense, with this team, the Indianapolis Colts, the Tennessee Titans, you give them a little bit of room. You give them a little bit of heads up. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, they good stuff, baby. They good. Calvin Ridley, Van Jefferson, Tony Pollard, Tajay Spears. Hell, with Will Levis, it would still be a winning team. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. What happened to the Patriots lose to the Bengals? Ugh. If the Patriots lose to the Bengals, all hell is going to break loose in Cincinnati. Because as you guys know, Joe Burrow's 21-day window to come back to the team has been open. This Friday, I believe, would be 14 days. So in theory, he could play next week against the Baltimore Ravens on Thursday Night Football. Actually, I think it's Friday football, isn't it? I don't know. Whatever day that falls on. They play the Ravens on NBC/Peacock. I think it's a Black Friday game, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not for sure. But if the Patriots lose to the Bengals, all of a sudden the Bengals are sitting at 4-7. All of a sudden, people start saying, oh, Joe Burrow, come back. Joe Burrow, come back. Joe Burrow, come back. Joe, where you at? Burrow, where you at? All that hype to bring Joe Burrow back, to get your ass whipped by the Ravens twice, to get beat by the Buffalo Bills, and then to get beat by the Arizona Cardinals and Browns to end the season. The only game that they're going to win is the Miami Dolphins. Guys, quarterback play for the Cincinnati Bengals is not the issue. It's the defense. The offense for the Cincinnati Bengals is not the issue. It's the defense. But I guarantee you, if the Bengals beat the Patriots on Sunday afternoon at 1 p.m. East Coast time in Cincinnati, Ohio, at Paycor Stadium, an hour from my house, I'm going to hear the chants scream louder and louder and louder. It would not shock me one bit if we see Joe Burrow win versus the Baltimore Ravens on Thanksgiving Day. It would not shock me one bit. Now, theoretically, you probably should wait till the Buffalo Bills game. It was a 3-day turnaround, whatever, yada, 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 but whatever. We digress from that. JB726BJ says, shout me out. What up, man? What up? Could you answer me that question that I left you with last night with Boutte? So Bruins Prods wants to know if Boutte will be a top 10 receiver in the NFL. That is a tough question. Because Kayshawn is obviously a very, very prolific receiver. He is a X-Factor type player for the New England Patriots. Let's just be flat honest. He has scored a lot of big touchdowns for the Patriots so far this winning streak that they've had. However, he's not even the best receiver on this team. He's not even the wide receiver 1. Hell, I wouldn't even put him in at number 2. I would put Stephon Diggs and then Matt Collins and then Boutte. It's Booty, right? I like Boutte sounds cool. Boutte. So to say he's a top 10 receiver is like this year, no, he's definitely not. Next year, probably not either. He is going to be a nice, solid piece to a foundation on any wide receiver core. He is never going to be the guy, but he's never going to be the guy looking outside in. He is going to remind me a lot of Juju, right? Juju Smith-Schuster. Because when you look at Juju had a lot of yards, a lot of catches for the Pittsburgh Steelers when Antonio Brown was there. When Antonio Brown was the guy, Juju got a lot of single coverages, a lot of slot corners on him. He got a lot of balls thrown his way. The minute Juju became the guy, and I believe it was it George Pickens was the number 2 guy? Maybe a little bit Chase Claypool potentially. Juju's production went way, way down. The reason for that, because some guys are just not meant to be the guy. Now, Juju in Kansas City, nice number 3 guy, potentially number 2. You could flip-flop him and Hollywood Brown. He putting up numbers. He's doing his thing. But Booty A, I love that. Booty A will never be a top 10 receiver in the NFL. He will never be the guy. He might be the guy for a year, maybe 2 in New England, but you're not going to see him have 1,000-yard receiving yards. You're not going to see him put up 15, 16, 17 touchdowns. You are not going to see him be all-pro, Pro Bowler, whatever. He is a great piece to a room. Can never be the piece, if that makes sense. Says the thing with Booty is he's 23. He's fast, good running, has insane hands. He could become Puka. No, he can't. The reason why he can't do that is because the offense is not built for a receiver like that. Mike Vrabel has a system built off of balanced attack. Nickel and dime it down the field with a little bit short intermediate passes. Maybe throw in a long pass from here or there. Run it down your throat. That's what Mike Vrabel excels at. Now, if he were to go to the Rams, if he were to go to the Cowboys or the Kansas City Chiefs or the Minnesota Vikings or a team like that, he could definitely potentially be on the cusp of being a top elite receiver. But being on the Patriots, I just don't think he is ever going to be the guy. But yeah, Stephon Diggs cannot run the long routes. It doesn't matter. Stephon Diggs is still the guy in New England. Stephon Diggs will for always be the guy in New England until otherwise said, until he asked to leave. But the truth of the matter is, no, he will never be a top 10 receiver. It's just not going to happen. But guys, short little Friday show here. Hope everybody has a good weekend. Get your picks in. Get your picks in. Not used to Friday show. We'll figure it out. Until then, guys, we out.
Hey, now it's time to take off. Gotta keep it live and raw. Better stay tuned in. Man,